Webheads, welcome to week 4 with no new comic books. Hopefully you like the second week in a row of Marvel trades. Hey all my webheads, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0 and fans. I'm your host Mike Spider Slayer, bringing you no new comics week number 4. That's right guys, it's hard to believe that it's been a month already since I have not gone to the comic book store. That's really hard to believe. Or maybe I went 1 week and then there was 3 weeks where I haven't gone. Whatever it is, it's like a hole in my heart when I haven't gone to the comic book store. It's insane, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this video as I continue to show you my Marvel trades. I showed you one half of the cabinet last week. This week I'm going to show you the other half of the cabinet. And yeah, just leave me any comments below on what you think of these trades. If there's something that you might want to buy, if you have any questions about anything, leave it in the comments section below. So here we go. Let's get started with the second half of the cabinet. So first things first, we're going to start off with Spider-Man and Red Sonja. So that's pretty cool. This is another one of those Dynamite and Marvel team-ups. I remember having this book for a long time now. I think I got this in like a mystery box at my comic book store. Here's some of the interior artwork. It looks really good. Nice and bright, vibrant colors. Look at some of the cover art that's in here too. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I think I got this for free, if I remember correctly. But if you like Red Sonja, you like Spider-Man, can't go wrong there, right? All right, next, let's talk about Tom DeFalco's Spectacular Spider-Girl. I think this is a very popular series. If you guys never read Spider-Girl, this is obviously in an alternate universe, and this is the daughter of Peter Parker Spider-Man. So this collects stories from Amazing Spider-Man family 1 through 8 and Web of Spider-Man 1 through 4, written by Tom DeFalco and illustrated by Ron Frett. So this is a pretty good read. I think, if you're looking for a different story, different alternate universe, like I said, this is something that may be for you. So, yep, Spider-Girl trade. All right, next, we're going to show you a Secret Invasion tie-in. This is Secret Invasion, the Amazing Spider-Man. I remember reading this. I was going to, I think I was traveling to New York one time, and I went to read this. I brought this with me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's a $15 trade. I got it for $5 at my shop. So yeah, not bad. This is I'm trying to remember what it's even about. So it's Marco Santucci is Jackpot. I don't even know. Whatever. It's this girl right here. Her name, I guess, is Jackpot. I don't even remember it. Let's move on. Next, I have Spider-Man, The Next Chapter, Volume 1. I remember these books. I think this is just a different timeline or different story altogether. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever read it in trade, but, yeah, not bad. Got it for $8.99. It regularly retails for $40. $40 for this trade. So it's Spider-Man The Next Chapter. I just think it's alternate stories and whatnot. So written by Howard Mackey. So that's who wrote this book. So there's that one for you. All right, let's see what else we got. This is an old school, this is before trades were a thing, right? This is the Sensational Spider-Man, done by Dennis O'Neil and Frank Miller, and Klaus Johnson. This is $6.95, featuring the Punisher and Doctor Strange. This thing is so old school, it's not even funny. I'm trying to see when this was even made. This is this was made in 1988. So look at this. This is before trades were even a thing. I think it's just a separate story, right? So it's made like an old school comic and everything. So that's kind of cool. All right. Next, we have Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, done by Bendis. This is probably one of the best things that Brian Michael Bendis has ever come up with, obviously with Miles Morales. So it collects Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue 1 through 5. So yeah, if you guys never read Old School Miles Morales, definitely go ahead and read it, especially Michael Bendis' run. Next is a hardcover. This is another Bendis book. This is Ultimatum. Really great story. Definitely read this one. It collects Ultimate Spider-Man issues 129 through 133 and Ultimate Spider-Man Annual number 3. So again, Brian Michael Bendis, this was when he was at his best, I felt like. If this is something that he's done right in his career, it's Ultimate Comic Spider-Man, Miles Morales. So really great stuff here. Here's some of that artwork. All right. So next one is Spider-Man. So this one is also done by Bendis, right? And this one is done by Sarah Pacelli. So that's the artwork in this one. So never read it. I think I just remember, I was like, I never read this. Maybe I'll buy it one day. And then when it came out on trade, I bought it for $6. It regular retails for $25. And I still haven't read it. So we have that one. All right, next we have Spider-Man and Hobgoblin Lives. So yeah, this one's pretty neat looking. It says, for years, the mystery of the Hobgoblin's identity plagued not only Spider-Man and his friends, but also fans. And all that now is revealed. So it says, collecting Spider-Man, Hobgoblin Lives 1 through 3, and Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man issues 259 through 261. So if you're a Hobgoblin fan, Green Goblin fan, cool stuff right there. This is not a trade. This is actually a book, believe it or not. And I've had this book forever, and I want to read it again. It's The Octopus Agenda. It's written by Derek Robertson. So, and it's a pretty old book, if I remember correctly, because I've had this for probably at least 20 years or not. I'm trying to see, but it's even got illustration in there too. So that's pretty neat, right? So I should read this one day, see what it's about, but I wanted to show you that. All right, next we go into the Epic Collections. So now I have this Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection by it's Great Power by Lee and Ditko. So this one collects Amazing Fantasy issue 15, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 17, and the annual number 1. So, and then there's the back of that. So really cool stuff, very essential. And then I have this is out of the Spider-Man area, but this is the Captain America Epic Collection. Got this for $10. This collects Captain America issue 247 through 266 and annual issue 5. These are really great. They're not super expensive. Regular price for these are like $35. Again, if you can find them on deals like this, I got this for $10. And it tells a story in chronological order. Really great stuff. It's very descriptive, It's not overbearing on price like a omnibus. All right, so going back to the Spider-Man, because I keep them in volumes. This one is the Amazing Spider-Man Ghost of the Past, and this one collects Amazing Spider-Man 259 through 272, and the annual 18 through 19, and the Web of Spider-Man number 1 and number 6. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then let's see what else I have here. This is a Thor one. So again, they're all by volumes. I'm trying to figure out what volume. This is volume 16. So I just keep it in order that way. And so this is the Mighty Thor. Same thing. I got this one for $10. So if you're a Thor fan, this collects number 383 through 400. So that's what it collects. And the volume is from 1987 through 1989. All right. What's next? More Spider-Man? Absolutely. Why not? When it comes to this one, this is volume 20. This The timeline is from 1989 to 1990, and this collects Amazing Spider-Man 326 through 333. Great time period for the character. Annual 24, Spectacular Spider-Man number 158 through 160, Annual number 10, and Web of Spider-Man number 59 through 61, and Annual number 6. And then here's the back of that Todd McFarlane drawing, so that's pretty cool too. And then we have Amazing Spider-Man. This is volume 22. Covers from 1991 to 92. So same thing. It covers all that timeline of Spider-Man. Issues 351 through 360. Annual number 25. Spectacular Spider-Man. Annual number 11. Web of Spider-Man. Annual number 7. And Spider-Man Fear Itself. So again, another great timeline for the character here. So I got bookmarks in there. So here's some of that Eric Larson artwork that's inside of it. So yeah, so really cool, man. I really love this timeline of the character. So really, really excited to have that. It's like, it's great to pull these things out when you haven't looked at them in a while, right? I think it's awesome. All right, so let's go down. We get out of this Spider-Man. I'm truly done with Spider-Man now. We go into some Iron Man stuff here. And I haven't opened this one yet because I want to get volume 1 before I reread this whole thing again. This is the Invincible Iron Man, the Matt Fraction run. This story was so good when I read it in individual issues, right? And I want to reread it, but I want to find volume 1, but I'm not going to pay full price for it. So this hardcover, okay, was originally $35. I paid $10 for this at my comic shop. I need to find volume 1 for a low price. But if there is a run of Spider-Man you should read, it's definitely Matt Fraction's run. This was so well done. It then collects Invincible Iron Man issue 20 through 33 of that newest volume. Definitely a recommendation here. All right, what's next here? All right, next I have Iron Man, Legacy of Doom. I got this book at a sidewalk sale at my comic shop. $3, hardcover, regularly I think $20, right? So I have no idea what it's about. Same thing, haven't opened it up yet, but one day I will. All right, what's next? Marvel Zombies 3, that's right. Let's check it out. Let's open it up. This is what it looks like. It's got Kingpin in there, right? Zombified Kingpin. Look, and then all the Marvel zombies eating each other. Yeah. Can't go wrong with that one, right? It's just fun. All right, let's see what else is in here. Wow, what the heck is this? Oh, okay. So this is, again, one of those old school graphic novels, like before, like, there were real trades, right? So this is The Punisher, a Marvel graphic novel. Retails for $6.95 when I originally got it. Or I mean, I bought it at the comic book store for that much, for $10, and it originally went for $6.95. This came out, and I think in the 1980s, something like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's the Assassin's Guild, Joe Duffy and George Safino. So that's pretty neat. All right, what's next? Secret Invasion trade. This story is pretty cool. Collect Secret Invasion issues 1 through 8. So if you guys never seen some of the interior artwork for that, it was a pretty cool story. This was a big story when it came out. It's been quite a while now since this has come out. Nice artwork there. Jessica Drew. All right, here's some cover art. That's really creepy, isn't it? So with all the scrolls invading. All right, next we wind up having I need to read this. I've been meaning to read this for a long time. I think this is Dan Slott's She-Hulk, right? So I heard that this was really well done. It collects She-Hulks 1 through 6, written by Dan Slott and illustrated by Juan Pablo. I heard that this was a really good book, and I just never gotten around to read it. And again, I love collecting these things, and I'm like, oh yeah, one day when I have time, I'll read it. And it's like, nope, I haven't read it yet. But again, if you like Dan Slott's writing, you might want to check out She-Hulk. This is before he did Spider-Man. All right, next. Let's see what we got here. Siege. This is another pretty good book, right? By Bendis and Coppell. The artwork in this is pretty awesome. Look at that. So well done. I love his artwork. This is a good read. Definitely suggest going out there and reading this. Bendis' Avengers was pretty cool too. So there's that. Let's see. What's next? The Torch. This was a freebie too in a mystery box. I have nothing really to say about this one. Check out this though. Some cool artwork. Look at this guy. He's like, I don't want to shoot myself. Next. This is something I could truly ever recommend. Thanos. This trade collects Thanos 13 through 18. This is when Donny Cates wrote the series. And oh my gosh, this is when we got introduced to Silver Surfer Black. And this was so well written. I was like, from when I read this, I was like, I need to read more of this man called Donny Cates. Because when he wrote this book, I was just in love with his writing style. I'm trying to find some Silver Surfer Black. Well, then we got Cosmic Ghost Rider in this as well. So this is the first story that you've seen him in here. I mean, the artwork is gorgeous too. This is a great read, guys. Read this book. Definitely a recommendation. All right, so if you're an old school fan of What If books, this is a fun trade right here. It retails for $30. This is collecting What If issues 40 through 42 and 44 through 47. And the material is from What If number 43. So there's a lot of stuff in here. And this is just different tales of what if, what if stories. Like, what if the Silver Surfer possessed the Infinity Gauntlet? What if the Invisible Woman had died? What if Spider-Man's clone has lived? What if Jane Foster held Mjolnir and became Thor? Which some of these storylines have actually come true, which is interesting. But this is total old school all over it. So if you like old school comic books, like, this is it right here, guys. This is a great trade to read. All right, next. Well, I guess we're not done. Oh, this is Ultimate Comics. Ultimate Doomsday. Same thing, written by Bendis. Bendis had his name all over the Ultimate Universe, but it was actually good, right? I loved all the characters in the Ultimate Universe. This is definitely a recommendation for you guys to read as well. Great stuff. Got this for $9, and it's regularly $40. So I only buy trades at my comic shop when they have these crazy prices for this stuff. So this is how I've gotten all my trades. All right, next. Stephen King, The Stand. Never read it. Never really intended on reading it, but it was at my shop for $1, and I bought it. And it's regularly $25. Like, you can't, like, why? Why not, right? All right, next. Wolverine Old Man Logan. This is the trade that kicked off Old Man Logan's series from Marvel Comics and the whole Secret Wars thing and all that other stuff. But this is the first trade with Old Man Logan. And if you guys have never read this is a must read. The story is so good. Like, there's been other things like Old Man Quill, Old Man Hawkeye, the Wasteland Avengers, like all that stuff is all connected to this Old Man Logan series. But this is the best, and you're not going to want to miss this series. Pick it up. It's good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. And the way it ends is phenomenal. All right. Next, we're coming towards the end here. Got a couple Marvel encyclopedias. Don't need to show that. We got some X-Men stuff. So next we have X-Men Prelude to Schism. So we have that one. That one I got for $3, originally $15. And next I have actual Schism. So I have the next one there. Same thing, $3 originally, $20. So that one's a little thicker. And next week, guys, I don't know what to do. Like, if you guys have any recommendations, what you want me to do for no new comic books week 5, let me know in the comments below, because I have no idea what to do next week. All right, next I have X-Men versus Avengers and the Fantastic Four. So this is a old school series. So this is pretty neat. Love the cover there. Here's the back of that one. What else we have? Oh, this is a good story. I read this when I was really young, and I was like, I gotta read this again. The Fall of the Mutants X-Men. I got this for $10.99. Great cover, man. Beautiful cover. Here's the back of it. So I paid basically $11 for a $35 trade on this. All right. What's next? This is cool. I love this cover. X-Force Assault on Grey Malkin. So this is the premiere edition. So that's really nice. It's a $30 trade. I got it for like $5. Same thing. Let me see if I can show you take off the dust jacket on this. And it's got this cool like turquoise branding on it. And then there's the side. So, and if you're a fan of like all the wonderful Liefeld artwork, you got it in here, man. It's got all this X-Force stuff in here, right? Nostalgia for me. I love this time period of the X-Men, and a lot of you old school readers do as well. So that's why when I bought this, I was like, man, I gotta definitely pick this up. So that's cool. All right, I'll fix that when I get done with the video. And we're coming towards the end. What is this? I must have bought these like all at once. Marvel graphic novel, X-Men issue 5. Look at this thing. This is old school at its finest, man. God Loves, Man Kills by Chris Claremont. Marvel graphic novel. $6. It's one of the original graphic novels, guys. Cool stuff. All right, what's next? Cable and X-Force. Got it for the hot price of $7. Yep. Collecting Cable 1993. Issues 21 through 28 and X-Force. Issue 44 through 48. All right. What's next? Every time you think I'm done, I'm not done there. This was a cool run. I love the artwork in this, man. Look at the back of that. Same thing, never opened it, paid $5 for it. It is a $35 trade. Hardcover. Good stuff, man. Got individual issues of that, but haven't read it in a while. Let's see what else is here. Oh, I remember this. X-Men Second Coming Revelations. Look at the back of this. Nice stuff. Love that artwork. I think that's Deodato Jr. I think that did the cover art on that. All right, and then the last two things I have for you to show is the Essential Classic X-Men Volume 3, The Poor Man's Omnibus, black and white action. And if you act now, you can get the X-Men Essential Omnibus Volume 5 for a low price of $2. That's right, guys. All black and white. Yes, so there you have it. There are all my Marvel trades. So, guys, if you like any of my other content here, here's some for you to check out. Or it might be over here. I have no idea because I'm kind of in the middle of the screen. But yeah, click on that stuff, give it a thumbs up, like, hit the bell, do all that great stuff. Week 4 with no comics. What am I going to do next week? I have no idea, but I'm sure I'll figure out something. But guys, thank you for sticking with me during this time, and hopefully this gets your mind off of everything that's going on in the world. And again, please be safe, and I'll see you real soon. Take care, guys. Bye.